Have you ever wondered what secrets might lurk in the forgotten corners of the world? In the quiet town of Ravenshadow, nestled between ancient woods and looming mountains, an eerie, dilapidated bookstore called Dreadful Tomes stands. It's run by the enigmatic figure of Mr. Halloway, a man as mysterious as the whispers that surround his collection of books. These are not your average tales, but rather they are believed to hold secrets darker than the shadows themselves. Now picture a stormy evening, a young man named Oliver seeking refuge from the rain. He stumbles upon Dreadful Tomes, and as he steps inside, he's greeted by the musty scent of old paper, dimly lit by flickering candles. Drawn toward the back, he discovers an ornate tome, its pages eerily blank, almost beckoning him to inscribe his thoughts upon them. And so, in a hushed whisper of curiosity and apprehension, Oliver's encounter with the whispering tome began. What would you do if your thoughts could spring to life on paper? Picture the thrill, the sheer joy, as Oliver first discovered this uncanny ability of the whispering tome. With every fleeting thought, every silent wish, the blank pages burst into a vibrant canvas of his mind's creations. Imagine the landscapes he conjured, majestic mountains with peaks that pierced the sky, emerald valleys bathed in the golden glow of a setting sun. He breathed life into creatures of fantasy. Unicorns prancing through enchanted forests, dragons soaring through star-studded skies. Echoes of yesteryears materialized, rekindling memories of loved ones lost, their faces etched in the pages with a poignant clarity. This was no ordinary book, but a mirror that reflected the wonders of Oliver's imagination, an echo of his innermost thoughts. The once empty pages of the whispering tome now teemed with the fruits of his mind, an intricate tapestry of dreams and memories. But as the saying goes, not all that glitters is gold. What happens when our deepest fears begin to take form? This is the chilling reality Oliver found himself in as his once wondrous creations took a sinister turn. The blank canvas of the whispering tome began to mirror his subconscious, the darkest corners of his mind manifesting in haunting illustrations. His beautiful rose wilted into a skeletal bloom, its petals as sharp as razors. The landscapes he once filled with life morphed into desolate wastelands, barren and devoid of warmth. The creatures he birthed were no longer whimsical. They twisted into grotesque forms, their mirthful laughter now a mocking cacophony. His mind became a playground for nightmares, the horrors of his subconscious seeping onto the pages. Desperate for answers, he turned to the town's elders who whispered tales of the whispering tome's curse, a malevolent force that feasted on the fears of those who dared to inscribe within its pages. In the face of such terror, what could Oliver do but try to fight back? Can one truly destroy what feeds on fear and thought itself? In the heart of Ravenshadow, Oliver grappled with this chilling question. His every effort to eradicate the insidious whispering tome proved futile. He tried to burn it, to bury it, to cast it into the churning river, yet the book returned unscathed and ever hungrier. The more he feared it, the more it seemed to thrive, its pages fattening on his dread. The book, once a vessel of dreams, had become a nightmare. It was no longer content with mere thoughts, it hungered for the very essence of Oliver. With each passing moment, the sinister laughter swelled, echoing through the desolate aisles of the Dreadful Tomes. It was as if the book itself was mocking Oliver, feasting on his despair. In their wisdom, the elders of Ravenshadow decided to intervene. They could not destroy the whispering tome, but they could contain it. With heavy hearts and steady hands, they sealed away the Dreadful Tomes bookstore. Ancient rituals were performed, words of power whispered into the creeping shadows, and sigils of protection etched into the bookstore's time-worn wood. As the final seal was set, an eerie calm descended upon the town. The laughter that once echoed through the bookstore was silenced, replaced by a stillness so profound it was almost deafening. The whispering tome was trapped, its malevolence confined within the walls of the forsaken bookstore. But the citizens of Ravenshadow knew they had merely bought themselves time. The Dreadful Tome stood as a grim reminder of the darkness that lurked within its walls, forever waiting, forever hungry. The once quiet town now bore the weight of a terrible secret, a haunting that would forever shadow their peaceful existence. And so the whispers of the tome were silenced but not extinguished. For who knows when another curious soul might stumble upon the accursed book and the cycle begins anew?